is a bit of an attention getter as well.
But that's like not related.
Well, I don't know.
No, you are sensitive. It seems like, or at least that's what I've gathered.
I care about people, and I care about myself, and maybe sometimes I care too much about what people think, but I'm working on that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Stop.
You're like a modern man. Heck yeah. No.
In just a minute now, you will see the witch in her supernatural form.
I heard Nora once got rabies for biting a rat who stood between her and her ice cold fatty of the night outside MSG.
I was at a festival with Nora, and she went up to this lady with a baby and blew DMT smoke in her face.
Welcome to the party, bitch. Little like thing of holy water, and so every time she goes sees the dead, she just sprinkles people with fucking Bobby's ball water.
So I heard Nora almost got beat with a baseball bat in Chicken Alley for too much underboob.
Don't call me boring.
One Nora!
Welcome to the party, bitch.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the 8th episode of Don't Call Me Boring. And today I actually lied to you, Parker, because this isn't a podcast. This is an intervention. So when I first met you, where were we?
We were at the Double Crown, outside the Double Crown,
and
in Asheville, North Carolina.
And you were so mean to me.
No.
Yeah, you were.
There's no way.
Yes, you are. Okay.
No.
So for those that don't know, Double Crown is in West Asheville. It's like the best bar in the world. And I think I asked you for a lighter. I was just asking for a lighter.
That did happen, yeah.
And then I was like looking at you and I'm like, is this my third cousin? I was like, why does this guy look familiar? And then I realized you were the guy from Below Deck. And so I love Below Deck. So I went up to you and I was like, oh, are you in town for Christmas Jam? And you said to the table, like, there's people sitting with you and you're like, this girl just asked me if she's going to Christmas Jam. Like, you made me feel like such a...
I think that's because I was jealous that I wasn't going to Christmas Jam.
Oh my God. I was like, I was so upset. I was like, Parker is a loser. Not a loser. I was like, damn, it's not the editing. Like, that was the show. And I think I tried to give you like weed glitter or something.
You did. And there was glitter in my house and on my clothes for like a week.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah.
How about the chick that you were with?
She's amazing. She's traveling. She's doing wonderful things.
Yeah.
She's in Jordan right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love that.
She's killing it.
Chic. Well, we're in Lincoln Center. It doesn't look like my usual studio, and we are here for Fireside Collective show. So what do you do for Fireside Collective?
I am their acting tour manager right now, and I really enjoy it. I'm still pretty fresh in the role, but being green to positions in the work field is not something I'm new to. I've bopped around. I've had a lot of jobs in my life all around the world, and music has always been, I think, my calling and where my true passion, whether it's helping myself as an artist or helping other artists fulfill their dreams, that's like where I'm most comfortable, honestly.
What about Georgia, your castmate? She was a musician as well. Did you guys
Georgia,
bond?
you know...
And now, a moment with Below Deck Sailing Yachts, Georgia.
Slamming on doors, sliding on floors, keeping people's babies from flying overboard.
Georgia, if you're watching this, I still DM you to like collaborate on a song, and maybe one day we will. But she's off doing her thing, and everybody that I was on the show with seems like they're doing well and happy and doing what they love. So
yeah.
I like that.
Okay, so I have to rewind. First of all, I didn't introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nora Fran, Wham Bam Nora Fran. This is Don't Call Me Boring, the podcast. And I have Parker McCown,
yeah.
You might know him from around Asheville playing music, but you might have seen him on the silver screen on Below Deck Season 1 Sailing Yacht.
That's
so
right.
how did you get on TV?
I went down to Florida, got my initial yachting certifications, and I was living in a crew house, a cotton crew house. Shout out Lauren and Matt. And a buddy of mine came up to me one morning and was like, hey, Parker, like Below Deck is casting. You should go on it. I think you'd be perfect.
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So when's your birthday?
June 23rd.
Oh my God, okay. So I'm a Leo, so we're right next to each other. So you like attention.
Yeah, I consider myself sensitive. But I'm sure that is a bit of an attention getter as well. But
that's like not related at all.
well, I don't know.
No, you are sensitive, it seems like, or at least that's what I've gathered.
I care about people, and I care about myself, and maybe sometimes I care too much about what people think, but I'm working on that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stop.
You're like a modern man. Heck yeah. No, I'm so over mean guys. Okay, so they said Below Deck was casting, and what happened? What'd you have to do to
Yeah, and I
audition?
applied, and I have a buddy that had done it before.
Who?
It doesn't matter. He's not on the podcast. But I had known some people that had done it, and I reached out. I got a call back. I got an interview. I did another interview, and then I made the cut. And it was a no-brainer for me because I don't know. I like the entertainment industry, and I love being on boats. I love being in tropical destination places, and
Yeah, most people don't.
it was a learning experience, and I don't regret it at all.
That is no, I'm so jealous. Like I've always wanted to be on a reality show. So what'd you have to do?
I think you'd be very good.
Thank you. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm like, I'm YouTube on Instagram. I'm like, notice me. No, but so what did you have to do? Like, did you have to film yourself, or like, did you have to swim, or how did you? Did you have to say that you were like a villain, or
to get on the show?
Yeah.
No, I was totally myself. And I remember I was very excited, gung ho, positive. I remember speaking very highly of myself, but also being honest. And I think I just had a charismatic personality that could be malleable with lots of different rosters of cast members. So I
Gosh.
think I was just a strong candidate at the time.
You seem so like different, actually. I'm like, oh, I thought I knew when you said you're sensitive. I was like, oh, you seem sensitive on the show, but you also seem very different. Do you think they made you play a character, kind of, or?
I think once it was like 2 weeks in production and filming, I was more comfortable with the cameras, and then I really was just like, okay, you got to just be yourself doing this, and that was the advice I was getting from everyone around me. And but what you see on reality television, while it might not be scripted, it might not be edited in such a way to show someone's true character at times.
Yeah.
But I think if you're yourself and you're doing your best, that's all you can ask for. And I think that's what I was doing at the time, and it was a high pressure scenario. And I was trying to have the most fun I could while being in that situation.
Yeah, it was like the first season of Sailing Yacht, and I remember I was like, I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna be good because Kate Chastain had just left. Like, I loved the original Below Deck, and I'm like, Sailing Yacht.
Well, in any spinoff, I think people are a little skeptical.
But it was so good, and that was the only season I watched. I have more questions. How's Madison? Do you keep in contact with her?
Madison's good. We
She's
stay
gorgeous.
in touch often, yeah, or from time to time. And during COVID, I got to see her and hang out with her in Colorado, and that was fun. And she's been traveling and doing her thing too. Madison's a great time. She's always fun.
Yeah.
So, but we are very good friends,
Good.
And I love her for that.
Yeah. Okay. I remember she was dating the other guy too from that other Below Deck, the English guy.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that tea.
No,
I really don't.
That was like a thing. Let's see. I have a couple more Below Deck questions. How was Chef Adam?
Don't laugh. Stop laughing. It's not funny. Disgusting.
He really that fucking that annoying.
Adam,
he seems like
for me, and I think he knows this, it was intense for me to be around Adam. I don't know.
Chefs.
Yeah, maybe chefs, but also I've met a lot of nice chefs that I'd rather sleep above.
I forgot about that. And,
yeah.
And then the breastfeeding comment. What was that? I forget about that.
I'm still breastfed by my mother. Do you think that's funny? Yeah, a little bit. All right, well, you then. Pardon?
What did she say?
Yeah, Jenna.
I thought it was
made
rude.
A joke that I was, still breastfed by my mother, and I don't know. Maybe I talked about my family a lot.
No, I didn't like that.
Them or whatever, but I don't know. And then one day,
I didn't like her.
I called her a bitch or I called her something, and she didn't like that. And then I'm on the guillotine for it, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. Do you think it's funny that she can say that about me and I can't?
Oh heck no.
And
yeah.
And I don't know. It's all good, but I think it was the line of the season, and made the trailer cut, and I don't know.
I
It's
know.
all good. I do love my mom. I am a
Yeah,
mom's
no,
boy.
boobs
I love my
rule.
dad too, and I love my family, and that's what's up.
Family first,
Family
honestly.
first. That's what's up.
Yeah, Ohana. No, I didn't like that. I thought that was a low blow. So I liked you on Below Deck because you had a Yonder shirt, and I'm like,
Yeah.
never have I ever seen like a hippie on Below Deck. Tell me about your music taste.
I like a lot. I would say my top 3 artists would be, Bob Dylan, Tupac, and Bob Marley.
Oof,
And
oof.
well,
that's the end of the interview, folks.
that's
Thank you
for
very much.
That's
No,
for
because
you.
I'm Biggie. I am
That's
Biggie
fine.
all
That's
the way.
fine. Represent.
But you know, it's so funny. So I asked people if they like Tupac or Biggie because I feel like there's no wrong answer. But
No.
people that like Tupac, they're more sensitive. I think you can learn a lot about someone. It's like an astrological sign.
I've always said Biggie's for the dance floor and Tupac is for the storybook.
You always say that.
Yeah,
I like that.
do.
That's good actually. No, wow. You made me speechless for a second.
What else we got?
So.
No, I'm just curious.
What? Wait, what?
You can cut
Are you
that,
taking
right?
over? Yeah, I'm going. Am I making you nervous?
No.
No, I'm not done yet. So Bob Dylan. What's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
Masters of War or Tangled Up in Blue.
Yeah, why?
I just think they're timeless Dylan songs that maybe not everybody gets to hear on radio play, and I think they're just great tales of truth, great folk.
I love
tales
Tangled
of
Up in
truth,
Blue.
yeah.
He was walking around in New Jersey in my neighborhood, and the cops stopped him because they didn't. It was like before he had a concert, so it was like 3:00 in the afternoon. He was just going for a walk, and the cops stopped him because they thought he was like a hobo, and they arrested him. And he's like, "I'm Bob Dylan," and they had to take him to the station, Google him. This was like 12 years ago, and it was in Long Branch, New Jersey. And then they're like, "Oh shit, it's Bob Dylan," because he's like old now, you know.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, he's coming to Asheville soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be on my list. We'll see.
Yeah. So why'd you move to Asheville?
I've lived in Hawaii. I've lived in Colorado. I love my home in Maryland, and I think
Baltimore.
I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
I don't know.
So across the bridge from Baltimore and DC.
To go to the 8x10?
In a county called Kent County, Maryland. A lot of Eastern Shore waterman heritage and
clam diggers.
A lot of agriculture and down home love. I don't know about clam diggers, but
that's what they called me, but because I'm from the Jersey Shore.
Well, there you go. Fair enough.
I guess you're more like crab
I'm not
cakes.
gonna call you a clam digger though.
It's a compliment. We're hard workers.
Fair enough.
Get my hands dirty.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
So wait, what happened with Katie? I think you left Below Deck, searching for your woman. What happened?
Yeah, I did. I left Below Deck, got engaged to Katie, and she's doing well. We've spoken in the past.
But what happened?
Months. We had a fun time through COVID, and I think everybody can relate that
I broke off my engagement.
COVID was stressful, and we went through a lot, and I have a lot of fond memories with Katie, and I hope she's doing well. But I also
did you end it or did she end it?
I don't think it just ended.
I broke off my engagement during COVID, so I can relate.
So I will say that every step of the way along my life, I don't have any regrets, and I think everything flourishes to a new blossom of life. And
okay.
It's like I'm just saying,
president. You talk like you're running for president. I'm like, I'm not getting one good answer out of you. I'm like, give us some juice.
You want the juice? Yes. Well, what do you want to know? I mean, I'm just saying. You're talking about my past.
So the podcast is called "Don't Call Me Boring."
Yeah, don't call me boring because I'm not. Catch me outside.
You can call me anything, just because all my exes call me crazy. I'm like, call me whatever, but if you call me boring,
but I do want to say something to follow up the Below Deck stuff.
Yeah.
If I hadn't worn that hoodie, that Yonder Mountain String Band hoodie on Below Deck, I wouldn't have become friends with Allie Crawl, who played on my first album.
Wait, who's that?
Allie Crawl played fiddle with Yonder for a long time, and she played in a band called Cornmeal.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, and so we became friends.
Wow.
She played on my album. I went to Charm City Bluegrass. I saw her there. I met Fireside there. I moved to Asheville. I ran into Fireside.
You were a dick to Nora.
And it just worked out. And I really like where I'm at and where my trajectory is going. And the different things that I'm sinking my teeth in.
So you had like, so many different careers. Do you feel like weird? Like, isn't it kind of scary, kind of being like, okay, I'm going from being on TV to now like being on land to what makes you make a change?
I don't know about scary. I think when I am thrown out of my element at times, I'm a little more on my toes. I think I'm having fun, and no one likes monotony. So
some people do. I don't.
I don't know. I get excited by new things and new challenges, no matter how well people might think I'm doing at them.
Have you been to Chicken Alley yet?
No.
In Asheville, I almost got beat up with a baseball bat in Chicken Alley.
How?
Because it was after Khruangbin, right? And so Chicken Alley is like, you know where God, what is it called? It's like that bar on the corner. They have Lazy Diamond. So there's Lazy Diamond, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like that little alleyway. So me and all my friends were crossing through Chicken Alley. It's where they have those like little houses, you know, like right across the street from it. There's like an alley.
I think I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Chicken Alley.
I haven't been there.
Come on, everybody goes through Chicken Alley.
No.
And there was like this like DVD player on the ground, and I'm like drunk, and I'm like, take a picture of me with this DVD player, like it's so vintage. And this girl who's a bartender at Old Shakey's, yeah,
You mean the Getaway?
No, Shakey's, like the new Shakey's. No, the new Shakey's,
Right,
but
the
it's
new Shakey's.
the new Shakey's. It's not, yeah, whatever. You know who you are. She like. I'm like taking a picture, and in the picture you see her, and she has a baseball bat, and she's red. Like I just missed her. It's literally my theme song for my podcast. Someone's like,
How are you single? How has some guy not swooped you up?
Oh God, cause I just don't want anyone right now. I just moved here. I just moved to New York City. I'm like, I need to like
You're
catch
too
my
wild in New York. You're too excited. You're in like honeymoon phase. Right?
Yeah, well, I grew up at the Jersey Shores. Like I'm familiar with here. Like I was like an hour away, so I'd come here when I was a teenager. But I was in Asheville for 10 years, and I felt like I did everything, and I met everyone, and like I'm the same way. I get comfortable, or I mean, I am better outside of my comfort zone. And I was so comfortable in Asheville, I wasn't growing.
So I've always been like mountains or beach. How do you do the city?
I fucking love it. I like love the city because there's anything.
I mean, I
can
can see that your pace can keep up with it.
Am I talking too fast? No one's ever told me that.
I can keep up with it.
No, well, the beach is an hour away, you know, so it's like not that far.
Sure.
So I have the beach. I don't like mountains. That's also. I moved to Asheville because I googled best colleges to smoke weed at, and I was like a hippie. I had dreadlocks, and then like I sobered up, and I was like, I don't like to hike.
Dreads?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm on the news.
Stalker downtown has women worried.
I know a lot of young girls that I see out in the street all the time, and I just worry because I love this town and it's usually so safe.
I don't think that it would
with dreads.
Oh God.
You have to. It's an Asheville bucket list, you know. It wasn't a phase at all. So how did you become like a tour manager?
It just kind of happened, and I hope it stays. I was at the music hall, and Jesse Iaquinto, the mandolin
Were you behaving?
player, I was behaving, yeah.
Nobody ever behaves at the music hall.
Well, it was.
I'm just kidding.
It was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. It was early in the
That's
night.
like 8 a.m. for Asheville people.
No, I was talking to Jesse, and he was saying they're looking for somebody to take the role and go on the road with them, and that was kind of something in my life right now, being single and not owning a pet. It's something that I can do, and I really like it. I like traveling. I like the team. They have an awesome squad, and
do you guys have a nickname for each other?
Yeah, there's nicknames.
Like
we
what?
mostly go by like the first letter of each name.
So you're P?
I'm P.
You're pushing
yeah.
P?
P-Dog. P.
Wait, I called you P-Dog.
Yeah. For certain people, it rolls off the tongue easily.
P-Dog. Because I was like, I'm going to be endearing. And then like.
But I also want to say, you have a connection to the band as well.
Yeah. Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my best friend Rhonda, she dates Michael. And I think like Fireside, I remember when they first started, like my friend Chelsea Myers, I don't know if you know, are they from like Raleigh? Where are they from?
From Asheville.
They're from Asheville. They're all from Asheville?
Some of them are originally from different states, but they
like
formed and really are from Asheville.
I feel like I remember like their first show, one of their first shows, my friend was like, oh, like my friend's Fireside. And then have you heard of
like
Soulshine?
Anywhere in Asheville, that's home base for Fireside.
Yeah.
That's home home field advantage.
Like, so Soul Shine Festival, has anyone
Mhm.
ever talked to you about that? I think I saw them at Soul Shine, and I was like, I hadn't heard of them. I was like nervous, and they're so good. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
bluegrass, but it's hard. So my friends in New York, I've been trying to get everyone to come here. Bluegrass is not big like in New York.
No, I mean, you got artists that are in the big mainstream like Billy Strings and stuff. And well, I love Billy Strings.
I know everybody does. It's like the
But
Britney.
there's you got people like that or Molly Tuttle and
I like Cabinet.
Sierra Farrell or these names that are within this age range of bluegrass players. But bluegrass, really is still this cult following community.
I know, and it should be.
It's a big world. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of music and a lot of taste. And it's still Asheville is a city with 100,000 people or something, but
I felt like 10.
It's still pretty small, relative.
It's the Paris of the South.
Yeah, there you go. So it's a spreading but small community. And,
Spreading,
and
yeah.
The bluegrass community is fun, and it's a good one.
I think people don't give it a chance because I was texting a couple of my city friends. I'm like, listen, this is bluegrass, but like, you don't need coffee, like bluegrass. I think people associate it with like country or something. They're like scared of it, and bluegrass is like the best.
Well, and I really like what Fireside is doing right now, adding drums to the mix.
Oh, is that? Oh, yes,
and,
yes.
Michael, it's just, I think it's going to open a lot of doors for them, and the fans seem to like it. And if they don't, that's all good. That's fine.
So what have been some like crazy things that have happened on is this your first like tour as their manager? Or?
This would be.
Is this your first rodeo?
My third run, but really.
Tell me about the groupies.
But really, like, it's only been a few months I've been doing this with them.
Tell me about the groupies.
The groupies? These guys know people everywhere. And
perfect. Wingmen.
Anyone I've met that the boys know are awesome humans. And I hope
this guy's running for president.
Stay as friends of mine as well. No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Like,
no, you're good, a nice person. I guess I'm not used to
dirty, raunchy, but like we're also in the Lincoln Center. So.
No, I know. No, we're actually in the David Rubenstein.
We are in the David Rubenstein age.
What? When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
James Bond.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. The gadgets, the women, the fast cars, and the luxury destinations.
Yeah. It seems like you're kind of like there, sort of. It seems like you got there with.
I think I said that on the show one time, and nobody really got it. But I tried to explain it to Andy Cohen.
You didn't get it? Did Andy Cohen hit on you?
I just had deer. I was like a deer in headlights.
Did Andy Cohen hit on you?
No.
I love him.
But I'd love to go to a Dead and Company show with him.
I know. No, me and my friend.
And he seems like an amazing father.
I know.
I melt.
No, seriously. I read his books and the way he talks about his kids. I'm like, oh,
it's amazing.
My God.
It's good.
Do you want kids?
Yeah.
How many?
Whether they're my own biological kids or adopted. No, seriously. How many? I don't know. Whatever happens is good with me.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Andy for advice.
I would.
Yeah.
I would definitely DM Andy Cohen.
So do you have siblings?
Yes, I have an older brother. He lives in Maryland. He runs a contracting company. And he's got a wonderful girlfriend, 2 German short-hair pointers, and they are just crushing life.
That's nice. So what's like the craziest thing you did when you were a kid? Or what's something you regret? I know you said you have no regrets, but like, what's something you wish that like if you could turn back time?
Cheating on an ex-girlfriend.
Why? What'd you do?
Just felt horrible, and I didn't mean to. And
did you tell her?
Terrible. Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
No,
when that happens,
I think that does matter.
Yeah.
But no, it still sucks. But I think that some people.
Did I tell her how I feel?
No, did you tell her that you cheated?
No, I was horrified.
You didn't tell her?
I was horrified.
Oh shit!
I didn't even remember
then
it.
That's double
but
awful.
Someone told me that it happened, and I felt
double
terrible
awful.
about it. And never make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. What happened with? So was Katie your last girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, so how long have you been single?
I don't know, since 2021.
What's your type?
Hot, real, and wild.
Okay, rock and roll. Well, that's good. Then
But
you're
I also don't think I have a type. You know, I think depending on the right conversation and personality, I have a wide range of attraction to women. Yeah.
So anybody.
No, I wouldn't say that either. But
what about men?
No, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Just
Have you tried?
homies. No.
It's 2024. I feel like
No.
the gayest thing you can be is straight now.
No, it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Dick's not my thing.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
So you play music too? Like, what kind of
I
instruments
do.
do you play?
I play guitar. I play harmonica, and I'm a
Blues
singer-songwriter, and I play Americana folk. I really like to call my original music the campfire music.
That's the best.
Or you know,
So
river music.
So you're like the best person to have around at a festival when like all the music's like done and like there's someone with like.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
I love jamming around the fire. I love jamming around the beach and
Who doesn't?
on a boat. Yeah, nobody.
Come on now, that's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
What like who inspired you to play music?
I'd say my father mostly, and my
That's
grandfather.
So formal.
And yeah, I just whether it was a funny song my dad was singing as I was a kid, or a serious song,
like what,
or the music that my parents played for us when we were little. And I was a theater kid. And
wait, were you really?
Yeah, I love acting.
I know you probably can't tell, but so was I.
I can tell.
I'm kidding.
I can tell.
Okay, what were you like musicals?
In a musical, I don't know. It was all because I didn't do it in high school or college.
I didn't do it in high school either because it was
I
not
took
cool.
I took one theater class in college and left the class because I realized none of the people in the class were going to take me seriously. And
why not?
I don't know. At the time, I just didn't have a good vibe. And sometimes when you don't want to be around certain people, you don't have to be. And
yeah,
exit that situation.
That's taken me a while to learn. I really didn't learn
It's
that
hard.
until like last year.
I like to please everybody. And
yeah.
I'm realizing that like that's not always the case, and it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna like you, and you're not gonna like everybody. But I think if we can all coexist and get along, relatively, I think that
should be a bumper sticker.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
It should be a bumper sticker.
Peace.
Coexist. So, what was your album called?
It's called Mountain Morning.
Where did you record it?
I recorded it at Coop Studios. Shout out Alex Hawley in Boulder, Colorado. And that was awesome. And I did that with a group called Hickabee that I helped form out there in Colorado Springs. We recorded the album, and yeah, we played for a bit, and played gigs in Southern and in Denver, and yeah, and then I just was ready to leave Colorado, and I broke off.
How long were you there for?
I did a summer in Maryland working for my brother, and then I moved to Asheville.
How long were you in Colorado for?
On and off, like 3.5 years, something like that.
Yeah. So I applied to 2 colleges. I applied to Warren Wilson in Asheville, and then I applied to Boulder. And I went to Asheville. I didn't go to Warren Wilson. I
can see you at Boulder. You would have liked Boulder.
Yeah, but my parents were like, we don't trust you like all the way across to the West Coast because I know this also might come as a surprise. I was a little wild when I was a kid.
No shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God. Got arrested at Phish when I was like 18 or I was 17.
Where was the Phish show?
Atlantic City. It was like my high school graduation present.
Amazing.
And like 2 seconds within the first day of Phish, I got arrested.
My first Phish show was at the Hampton Coliseum.
Wait, what? I've never been there. The Mothership.
The Mothership was awesome.
Gosh, did you go to New Year's Phish?
No, I have not done Phish at MSG, but
you gotta come.
It's on the bucket list.
It's almost like you know someone that lives here.
But we want Fireside at MSG. That's what we want.
Yeah, but not New Year's. Not even Billy Joel can play New Year's. Okay, like no, we want Fireside for 420 at MSG. They can like take like the.
There you go.
Is it like having to take care of like a bunch of men, or like being like you kind of have to be the bad guy, right? You have to be like,
I don't think I'm a bad guy.
Not bad guy, but you have to kind of keep him in
They're
mind.
also teaching me a lot about the role, and I really appreciate that because sometimes being fresh in a position and green relatively, it can be difficult with people's expectations, and I love the transition, and I really appreciate all of them. It's just making sure everybody's happy, healthy, on time or as close to being on time as we can, and everybody's in their zone when it's time to play the music.
Do you say like, do you have like a huddle before you go on stage?
There's a little thing, but that's like a secret ingredient. I can't tell you all
Do you
that.
go? Do you go like break a leg, boys?
No, I can't tell you all that.
Dang it. He's gonna tell me once the camera goes off.
Once the mics are off, I'll tell you.
What's like the best piece of advice someone's ever given you?
Don't always try to be at the front of the room. Sometimes the best place is in the back listening.
Shit, that's good. I need to learn that.
Yeah.
I know I struggle with like sometimes when I get nervous, I just like talk a lot, and it's like sometimes the silent people. I'm like, I wish I was mysterious.
Also, one of my New Year's resolutions was to be a better active listener, and just in general, whether it's listening to music, not talking, and being a chomper at a show. No one likes a chomper.
I just heard that term recently.
Or, listening to someone who's trying to get a point across to you and not just thinking about the next thing you're going to say and be defensive. It's like, I'm really trying to be a better listener.
Oh my God. That's so cute. What have you learned about yourself since moving to Asheville?
That I have a wildly sporadic sleep schedule.
Sleep debt, I call it. I'm like, you gotta pay sleep debt.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. I'm not gonna go into that one. I can. Yeah. Gosh, that's great. So what's
and also it's I've also learned in Asheville that you can make friends in the most random of places, whether it's
if you're a guy,
a small pool bar or a big concert at Salvage Station.
Do you, let's see, have you seen Booty Band yet, or?
Yeah, they were one of the first bands I saw in Asheville, and the Lumpy Heads.
Lumpy, oh my God, those are my
one
besties.
of the first bands I saw.
Love the Lumpy Heads. Shout out Ben Falcon.
Shout out Ben Falcon. Shout out Hannah Ramsey. Shout
wait,
out Ryan.
Hannah Ramsey and I have the same
all
birthday.
All of them. Ryan, you're amazing.
Brian, that was my ex-boyfriend.
Ryan?
Ryan, yeah.
No, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, Ryan, you're great.
Ryan plays the bass.
Yeah, no, yes, yeah, no, he's good. Brian used to play piano for them, and he had the same birthday as me too. Me, Hannah, and Brian all the same birthday. I dated a guy because he had the same birthday as me. Final question I'll ask you is, what's something you wish you'd...
Sorry, I have a text from the band. I just see it.
He's busy. I'm like, I don't know what this interview is. This is like probably one
Dave needs a Red Bull.
Dave
or something with caffeine. So
Dave needs a Red Bull. Well, we got 30 minutes. I mean, that was good. I don't know. Give me.
Yeah, how we doing?
We're good. I want to just ask you like one final question. What's next for you?
What's next?
Yeah,
dude. Wherever the road takes me, and the fire's lit. That's where I'm going right now.
Oh yeah. Where can people find you on Instagram and stuff?
At Parker Zelter is my Instagram, and you can find my website and all my content linked in the bio.
Content like spicy.
I got music videos. I got other people's videos. Yeah, you gotta check it out. You gotta do your research.
I didn't. I know. I didn't for you because I'm like, I just wanted to be a combat. Well, thank you so much, Parker. I'll probably grab you later.
Thank you, Nora. This has been awesome.
It's been a hoot and a half.
I hope it wasn't too boring for you viewers.
Oh my God, I'm awake. I'm smiling.
Well, let's go do this.
Let's
jam
go.
out.
Let's go.
Right,
Cool.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Like and subscribe.
One
more.
Welcome to the party, bitch.